Okay, what we're going to do here today is we're going to show you how to get into the Reference USA database, which is available through your public library. Reference USA will give you leads, targeted leads, and unlimited leads. There's millions of them. You'll never run out of leads through this database. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to your own library website. And if you do not already have a library card, they're free. All you have to do is go to the library with proof that you live in the area. Usually a utility bill will do it, and your ID, and they'll give you a library card. Once you have that library card, you come on home, log onto the computer, go to your library website, and you may want to log in first. Look around for the login. For the first time you're at the site, you may have to create a login, but go ahead and do that. If you have any problems, just call the library. They'll walk you through it. And then you want to look for the part in the library website that says databases, okay? And you're going to click there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go to the business databases. Now, your categories might be slightly different, but generally Reference USA is found in the business databases. And if your library doesn't have Reference USA for any reason, it will probably have something similar, a database of businesses in the U.S. Just call the library and ask if you don't find the Reference USA. I have looked at a lot of websites around the country though, and almost all of them that I've looked at had Reference USA. So anyway, so we're going to click on Reference USA right here. Now, if I was not already logged in, then it might ask me for my login before I access it. But I had logged in prior to starting this video. So now I'm going to go to U.S. businesses, and I'm going to click on search. Now I think it's important to just directly go to custom search, because that allows us to drill down and really fine-tune the databases that we want to download. We're going to choose to sort by major industry group. We're going to choose to sort by geography. You can do it by state if you want, or you can choose to go metro area. I choose metro area usually because of the fact that it brings me a much smaller list and it takes a lot less download time. I can go back and then choose a different metro area in that same state if I want. Now, we can also choose to sort by some other criteria. If you only wanted to go after big fish, you could choose to sort by number of employees and only go after really large companies. But I'm not going to choose that because, frankly, I just want to show you how to do this. And also because in certain industries, I don't really care if they're the owner of the company or not. I just want to chat with somebody in that industry. Okay. Now, finance, insurance, and real estate is where you're generally going to go. Retail trade is a good lead source though too, especially the automotive industry, because automobile dealerships are great potential prospects for white labeling or private labeling the Worth account. Any retailer that sells a high-ticket item where they help their client with financing is a good prospect for white label. But we're going to go to finance, insurance, and real estate, and I want to go ahead and I'm going to pull life insurance agents. A lot of these life insurance agents are going to be independent agents. But I'll be able to tell that when I start calling or by looking at the leads. There we go, life insurance agents right there. Then I'm going to choose metro areas. Now the beauty of choosing different metro areas is you can choose metro areas or states or whatever in different time zones. I'm in the on the East Coast. I can call till 8 o'clock to California, and it's still going to be before 5 o'clock in California. I can call till 10 o'clock to Hawaii, and it'll still be before 5 o'clock there. A lot of people work till 6 p.m. anyway. So by pulling in different time zones, you can actually expand your calling time. Now I'm going to go ahead and just show you some from Florida. Let's say I wanted to go to South Florida. I could choose the Miami, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach area. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to view results. Now what it's going to do is it's going to give me a list of these leads. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to executive name, because see, some of these don't have names attached to them. I don't really want to waste my time calling a company that doesn't have a name attached to it. I'd rather, because basically there are millions of leads, I'd rather just cherry pick and just choose the ones where I actually have a real person to ask for. It just makes me feel more comfortable when I'm calling. Okay. There's 29 pages of leads here. I would guess that in reality, you're going to run out of leads that have actual real names attached to them, probably by the time you get to page 23 or 4, maybe page 25. But we're going to go ahead and just start downloading. There's 25 leads per page. And all you have to do to select all the leads on a page is click the checkbox. So we're going to go through and we're going to choose 8 pages of leads. 8 pages of leads is going to be 200 leads. They tell you can download 250 at a time, but I actually discovered it gets glitchy when you do that. So if you pull back and just do 200 at a time, you won't run into any glitchy problems. So 8 pages of leads right there. I'm going to go here to download. I'm then going to choose Excel spreadsheet. If you don't use Excel, you probably would want to choose comma delimited and then just download that file into whatever spreadsheet program you use. It'll convert it automatically. Then I'm going to click download records. What it's going to do is it's going to download those records for me. I'm going to click on the little microscope glass or whatever, magnifying glass, in order to pull up my file finder. And I'm going to double click on it and it'll automatically open for me in Excel. And in the meantime, I'm going to get rid of some of these little things that are in our way. Okay, now you'll notice here is my leads. I've got 200 leads like this, okay? Right now, they are not sorted in any particular order like I had originally sorted them. That's okay, just so long as we remember the way we sorted them before. Now, I'm going to go back. And to save time, I'm going to go to Revise Search. Because if I just go back to this page, then you'll notice that all the pages that I selected are still selected, okay? I don't want to have to deselect those one by one. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit Revise Search. It's going to take me back where everything is selected just like it was before. I'm going to click View Results. It's going to bring up exactly what it brought up before. I'm going to click on Executive Name, and it's going to just pull me the executive names. But I'm going to jump ahead, since I already downloaded the first 8 pages, and I'm going to jump ahead to page 9. Now we're going to go ahead and we are going to select 8 more pages of leads. Three more to go. There we go. 8 more pages. Click Download. Choose Excel. Download again. We are going to then click on the magnifying glass. And we're going to choose the most recent download. It popped us, and my computer does this. I don't know if it's a glitch or what, but it actually highlighted the file that I had already downloaded. You'll see it was 136. I'm going to grab that one, 138. Obviously, that is the most recent one I downloaded. And I'm going to go ahead and open it up. I'm going to move this stuff out of my way again. And I'm going to show you real quickly that these are different. You'll notice this one started out 26, this one starts out whatever. We're going to combine these in just a second. But let's go ahead and download the rest of the leads from this criteria search. Again, we're going to hit the back button. We're going to hit Revise Search. We're going to hit View Results. We're going to sort by executive name. Don't forget to do that, or you're going to download some of the same leads twice. If you remember, we downloaded up to page 16, which means page 17 is next. So now I'm going to go ahead and download the rest that I can, which is either going to be 8 more pages, or it's going to be until we run out of leads that have the name showing, the actual real name. Okie dokie. Well, you know what? There's just a few of those left. So let's go ahead and just select these individually and include these with this last download so we don't have to go through this process again. That'll give us 20, I see 201, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 leads. That should be fine. We're going to click download, Excel, download records again. Going to go over to the Finder thing, make sure we got the most recent one. See, I don't know why it does that, but it just jumped me to the wrong one again. So I'm going to make sure that that's the right one. Okay, so we should have 3 pages of leads here. Alrighty, now look what we've got here. We've got 3 pages of leads, 600 and so however many I counted before, I've forgotten already. Anyway, a little over 600 leads. Now let's combine those all into one sheet. I'm not sure if you know how to do that, so I'm going to go ahead and just show you. This is so easy to do that. Just pick any one of these to be your main one. Okay, we have workbook 3, 4, and 5. So let's use 5 as our main one, and we'll download the other 2 into 5. Okay, now the way you do that is this. You actually grab the one you want to copy. Now I have to kind of make this smaller so you can see it. So let me make this sheet smaller so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. Now the sheet's smaller. Okay, so I'm going to highlight every lead I want to copy. I'm just going to hit copy. I'm going to go over here and I am going to, let me adjust the size of this page too for us. There we go. I am going to go all the way down to the end. I'm just going to click in this one box right here. I'm going to paste. And that's going to paste all those from workbook 3 into that other one. Then I'm just going to go ahead and close this out. Do I want information on the clipboard? No, it doesn't matter. I already pasted it. Okay, so now let's go do the same thing with this other sheet. Let's add them all in together. Again, just select all the leads that you want. Usually that is holding down your shift key when you click the mouse again, and that should highlight all of them. Click copy. Then again, go all the way down to the very bottom, click just the one cell, click paste. Now we've combined all 3 pages of leads in here together, and we have 607 leads. How about that? Okay, now let's prepare this in a way that's going to make it easy to work with. Okay, we don't need all of this information on this sheet. If you want to keep it, you can. You know, that's fine. But the very minimal amount of working with it that I would do is this. The first thing I do is I create a new column. You do that by clicking on the column to the right of where you want a new column created. Then you go up to Insert, Column, and it will insert a new column right to the left of that. Okay? Now, the reason we're doing this is we want a column that we could put in the callback date. So we might just say callback date. Okay, there you go. Then what we want to do is we want to then move the phone number. Where is phone number? Here we go. Phone number combined, that's what they call it. I don't know why they call it combined, but anyway, we're going to highlight that entire column. We're going to copy that column. There we go. Then we're going to go back here, and I want to move that phone number column because I want that phone number column right after the people's name. So we're going to insert another column, and then we're going to paste those phone numbers right in there. Okay? So at the very minimum, we've got the main information that we need right at the front of the sheet. Okay, now what I actually will then do is create another column, a blank column, And that column is going to be for email addresses. So as we call people, all we really have to do is plug their email address in right here. Okay. Now, what I tend to do, because I really don't care about really almost any of the rest of this information, I will usually keep the column that gives me their executive title. But the rest of it, I just delete those columns altogether. I just get them out of there because I really don't care about them. Okay. Now, if you want, you might want to keep employee size of the company, okay, or even the sales volume, whatever. But then I just delete all the rest of that stuff, just so it's not confusing. Okay, so now here's the great thing. Now what I would then do is I would maybe fix the sizing on these columns a little bit. First, maybe scoot that over a little bit there, scoot that over a little bit there, make the phone number column a little bit smaller. That way, if you want to print these out on a page, you can do that by making it a, for instance, a legal size landscape setup for your page, and you'll still be able to fit all of the information on the page. Okay. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to sort this sheet before I save it. I'm going to sort it by executive first name. Okay. To do that, I go to Data, Sort, and it's going to pull up a little window for me, and it's going to allow me to choose what I want to sort it by. Oh, sometimes it actually tells you it didn't do that. Okay, so we want to sort it by column C. So let's just sort by column C. There we go. Okie dokie. We sorted by column C. What I did though is I kind of messed it up a little bit because I actually got rid of my header line. Okay, so I can go back and I can copy that whole row. I can delete the row out of there, and I can paste it back in at the top if I want. Or not. I mean, frankly, you don't really need headers for these because you know exactly what this information is. So you can just leave it the way it is. So now, basically, I'm just going to save it as a name. And what I usually do is I usually save the sheet as, let me go to my Worth folder. I usually would save the sheet as leads. Oh, well, you know, I get the little spinning beach ball. Leads. What were these? Were these insurance? Yes, insurance. And it was South Florida. So I'm just going to call it Miami. Okay. And I'm going to save it. Click. I saved it. Okay. Now, the other thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to keep track of which criteria you used for leads. So I would start a separate file, call it leads criteria, so that you know what you've pulled. You pulled leads in Miami Metro for life insurance. Okay. Now you might want to, this is my list get really long over time. Oh, so you might want to sort it. You might want to maybe put life insurance leads, or just do insurance, life, Miami, Metro. Okay. And then the reason for that is obviously just so you don't go back and forget after you've pulled leads 5 or 6 times, you're going to forget where you pulled them. So that'll just keep you from pulling the same leads twice, because nothing more frustrating than calling somebody that you already called and they recognize you and you don't recognize them. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cancel this because I really am not going to save these leads. And we're pretty much done. Okay, so if all you wanted to find out about was how to work with Reference USA, great. We've finished up for you, so you can stop this. But I also want to take a little bit of time to just show you around the library website, because there might be some things on here that you don't even realize are here that can be very helpful for you. One, you can download ebooks from the library website. Most of these ebooks can be opened up on your iPad, on your smartphone, various places like that. And a lot of books, especially a lot of business books, do come as ebooks now. Okay. Another thing that you can do is you can actually download audiobooks. And there is, let's see if I can figure out, don't whine, little doggy, figure out where I found those before, because now that I've downloaded the app on my phone, I don't come into it this way. But you can download, oh look, ask a question, how about that? E-guides, I'll tell you what, I'm going to do is I'm just going to search audiobooks. I'm going to search the website. But one of the really cool things that you can do is you can actually download an app for your phone. For an iPhone, the app is called Overdrive. And you download that app from the App Store, and you enter your library information. And then guess what? You can download audiobooks right to your telephone and download one book at a time, because you don't want to take up too much memory in your phone. And you can listen to that book anytime you want to while you're driving down the road. It turns your car into a four-wheeled university. So I recommend getting in here and finding some great business books that can help you out, whether they're time management, whether it's cold calling techniques, whether it's developing client relationships, whether it's marketing through social media. Just find some books that you think can help you in your work business, and when you're driving around, use those to basically just brush up on your skills that'll help you be more successful in work. Well, anyway, that is our little video on how to use the Reference USA database. Thanks for watching it. Please feel free to call me anytime if you need help. And here, I'm going to go ahead and just type my phone number in here. Here it is, 407-443-0348. And of course, my name is Sue. I am an executive director with Worth Unlimited. You can access my blog site at worthgps.com, and my email address is sue@worthgps.com. So contact me anytime that I can be of help to you at all. Thanks for being on this call.